Hi, Jewel68 here. Talk to me Tuesday for February 3rd, Wednesday, obviously, 2010. First, happy birthday belated to my brother. He probably won't ever see this, but yesterday was his birthday. He's a groundhog baby. So happy birthday, Jim. Um, I actually have a few things that I did a video last week and never figured out how to do the Windows Media Movie Maker thing. So you're just going to have to put up with my ums and ers throughout the video because I just don't have the patience to sit and figure out the editing stuff. So at least not now, anyway. Um, Maybe another time, another place. Who knows? So participating in Beshnila's Sisterhood of the Traveling project, and I actually have 2 strips to send to her that I need to send by next week. Well, the deadline's not, but I want to go ahead. That's my goal, was to send it by next week. I decided to do one originally as a practice piece for crochet because I've been working on crochet. So here is my crochet piece, and so there's that. Had some issues when crocheting. I realized I had pretty early on put the yarn back into my right hand as if I were knitting and was throwing the yarn around the crochet hook just like I do with my knitting needle. But hey, I got pretty fast that way, so I may just keep doing it that way and just reverse the stitches. Who knows? Well, then I decided that one of my goals last year was to learn how to cable with knitting, and I never did. That was, I think, the only one. I'll have to double check my list, but I think that's the only one on my list of goals for knitting last year that I didn't accomplish. So I decided I would make a second strip, and this time I would knit it, and I would do a single cable down the middle, and I found a simple pattern free on Ravelry called Very Easy Cable Scarf, I believe was the name of it. And I just used smaller needles. Obviously I was using, I love this yarn. It's the same yarn as the crochet strip. I love this yarn, Stripes, and interestingly it didn't stripe with the crochet, I think because the rows are really wide, and so it's too long for it to really show the striping. It comes out as variegated. But with the knitting, you can actually see the stripes. The stripe sequence, if I can get this straight, I can't ever hold it straight in front of the camera. There we go. Anyway, you can see the stripe sequence as you go down. And there is my, ooh, there's a nice shot of the cable right there. So I just did one simple cable all the way down. Got it to the right dimensions by just, like I said, using smaller needles so that I'd get a 3-inch width, and then I just knit until kept following. It's a 10 row cable pattern, so it was really easy to memorize. Got it memorized. I could actually do it while watching TV if it was nothing too interesting. And let's see, what else? Oefingen is doing a drive for blocks for Linus Connection, which is her charity that she devotes much of her time to. And I actually have made not any knitted or crocheted blocks, but I actually have done 2 log cabin quilt squares. So, and before now, I've never done any quilt squares this size. I've done 2 really small ones, which I've shown before. My very first one that I did in a lesson with Jennifer this summer, and my second one, which is a pattern off her website, both really small. Those were paper pieced. I looked at the links that she had for log cabins, and it looked really straightforward. It looked actually the same as when you knit a log cabin square, and I've done several blankets that are that method, so I pretty much just winged it and decided to do it exactly the same way as if I were knitting, but using my sewing machine and strips of fabric. I realized just this evening, I finished my second square this evening, and I realized that my first square was actually only 12 inches square, not 12 and a half. So if you'll still have it, I will still send it to you. Here it is. This is made with all fabrics that actually Oefingen gave me in a big bag of scraps when I was getting my little paper piecing lesson. And I tried to make all of the fabrics, choose fabrics that they aren't too, you know, boy or girl. So this ought to be good for any boy or girl, although the polka dots might be more geared, and these little snaky things to a smaller child. I don't know. But I tried to not do anything too girly so that it could be kind of a unisex square. So there's that. And actually the only one that wasn't Jennifer's was this one. If you can see that. This is one I picked up in the remnant bin the other day for like $1. Isn't that awesome? It's like just a tone on tone, but they're butterflies, and you can almost not tell they're butterflies unless you really look at it. So it's kind of fun. And then this is the one I finished tonight. This one actually is 12.5 by 12.5 after I ripped off the border 3 times and put it back on because I was determined to make it 12.5 by 12.5. Damn it. So here's that. And this is 3 fabrics only this time, which I really like actually the look of. I like the look of just the 3 fabrics. And I did the center square in this kind of red, weird, abstract-y dye thing. And then the other 2 are both batiks. One is like a turquoise, and the other is a dark blue batik. And I actually really like the way this looks. And I think I will, you know, I think I might actually be able to do a bunch of these, enough to do, especially the 12.5 inch. To do a quilt top maybe someday for myself. I don't know. It seems pretty simple though. I really like that. That was fun. And the first square I just did Friday. I did all but the last strip, I think, 1 or 2 strips I did on my lunch break on Friday. So that is how fast this goes. So if you've never done this, oh my god, try it. It is really easy. And then this one, like I said, I had to redo the border like a million times because I made it the wrong size. But the rest of it I did really quick on Sunday afternoon. So there's that. And then a refashioning project I'm working on right now. Hold on, I need a sip of water in my Christmas mug, which never comes out of the cupboard because it's just handy to have as a mug. These bags, whoops, free from work. I work at a radio station, and this is a Piolín por la mañana bag. So from work, freebie, and Phoebe claimed the black one. My daughter, she claimed the black one and wants me to cover up the logo with something. She wants a Eye of Xana symbol from Code Lyoko, her favorite show. So I decided to do a sample piece, and so I had another one that I got in red, and some yummy, groovalicious owl fabric that I picked up this summer on clearance at Hancock Fabrics. Isn't that cute? And instead of, at first I was just going to make a patch and iron it on, and you know, and then I was like, okay, I feel really stupid just putting a patch on there. It looks kind of dumb. And I thought, what better thing than a pocket? So that's what I did. I put a zipper pocket right there, and whoops, where is the zipper? So right there, and I actually have a sock that I'm working on in there right now. So there is that, and that is it, I guess. I had fun doing the Ravelry thing with Veshnila and all the other folks that talked to me, Tuesday folks, for that project. I'll get that in the mail. I'll get these squares in the mail to Jennifer if she will still have the one that's a little bit too small. And hopefully I will have more news for you, or more crafts to show again from my horribly messy yet in progress, getting organized craft room that I'm sitting in now. And that's it. Everybody have a great week, and hopefully I'll get one of these recorded next week, and maybe someday I'll figure out how to actually edit them and cut them down. But meanwhile, bye bye.